Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to my channel. So in today's episode, we're gonna read on the Phantom Killer who acted in Texarkana in the region of US in early 1946. So the killer was never found. Mostly he's responsible for four unsolved murders, or maybe more, not quite sure, but let's have a look. Again, let's focus on his physical description, appearance, his face, his motives, which energies surrounded him before and after. So why he became such a monster. Let's have a look at all those questions. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so let's get back to our Phantom Killer. So the first things what I see here about him, that the Phantom from Texarkana, he wasn't just a regular predator. He was a human, a person with dual morality, with double nature. So by his regarding his physical appearance, he looked pretty calm, pretty balanced, maybe even intelligent person. But inside of him, there was he lived always with the constant tension of willing control. So he wanted to control the things and everything. So he observed people, stalked them, and he chose his victims cold-blooded. So it's like he put it in front of him some objectives, and these objectives must be done and must be done completed perfectly. The reason, yeah, let's get to the reasons, the motives. It was some kind of a personal wound. It was a personal resentment, which is related with the women, because I can feel here very clearly. I see that he was disgraced. Um, he was disgraced. He was decepted, and there was a loss. And like I said, it was connected with the women, with his relationship, which he probably had in a not childhood, but in a teenage youth years. So his commitments, his crimes, they carrying in, in those he carrying not only the violence, but also a demonstration of power. So it's like he wanted to prove to the world that he's much more over than the pain. Like he's above the pain and he's much more above the fear. And it was a part of his soul. I mean, uh, all to this, the part of his soul, it was realized what he's doing, realized all this evil, but he couldn't just simply stop because he already had addiction of this fear, of this madness, of this chaos. He had a strong addiction, so it wasn't easy for him to quit, and he just simply, at one point, didn't want to because he needs to follow his mission and objectives. He acted alone. However, there's a strong possibility that he had a copycats as well. It was a uh, people, young fellows, who were inspired by the legend about the Phantom, but it was already later on. So the first those murders he committed this guy, the real Phantom, the killer. So but the real killer, he always remained in the shadows. Always he was undetected. Undetected. He acted with a very cold logic. So he calculated every step. He knew exactly on front what he's going to be do and how he will remain uncuffed. I say that he was pretty much clever, pretty smart, and probably he also had experience in some kind of a military stuff or maybe in law enforcement. So he probably was one of the finest because there was a theory, there was a kind of main suspect who was at that time 29 years old. I don't remember his name. He was tall, but I will get. Uh, yes, of course, I will get back to his a bit later about his physical appearance. But so on. Let's move on. Well, what else? What else? Yeah, so he had this military or police experience that helped him to escape of being undetected. So being yes, it helped him escape, not to be caught. After his final assault, I see that he disappeared, but he wasn't caught. Not because he was caught, because he left by his own decision. And most probably he was deceased. Well, I mean, he died. Um, of course, also there's possibility that he just disappeared by his own decision, and to and he started his new life under the another documents, another name. But he didn't want to this confession. He just wanted to gain this feeling of powerness. He just wanted to feel the power over the things, and that he's such a powerful, and he's not gonna be captured. And but actually, I feel that he was um, after the last. Most probably, he just died after his last murder. Not straight away, but after some quiet time when he disappeared. And speaking about his spirit, the spirit is completely realized what what he's done, but he doesn't feel any sorrow. He doesn't regret. He just saying that the person uh, can become a monster not because he just willing and wanting to kill, but because he's not capable to stop this madness and inside darkness. And also his message is more like warning. He's trying to say that evil very often hiding uh, behind very friendly, smiling, and polite faces, behind the faces of regular people, which we are seeing in our everyday life, who are very polite, very smiling. But he's saying that not every smiley face is what you see in reality. So behind this face could hide pure evil. That is his message. All right, and of course I will try to give some physical description about him as well. Okay, let's say. Interesting. Almost only figure cards, which actually providing pretty much a lot of details about his appearance. That's good, but also easy to get confused. But no worries, I will provide details about his appearance. Oh, okay, just give me a couple more moments. So, a male, his age around 35 till 45 years old at the moments of the murders. He had a very prolonged, prolonged face, oval shape, with very tensed cheekbones, and the face looked very like tired, very exhausted, but at the same time very focused. So he had a very very heavy gaze, very like person very closely, very tensively explore something, observing, like catching his, like following his, like I mean, monitoring his prey. Such a very heavy gaze. But he didn't look like a crazy. But he looked like a person who calculates everything, like a professional checkmatist who is calculating all another step in front on the next steps forward. He had probably small lips, like tiny lips, very like close to each other, like he's uh, thinking of something, very carefully thinking, observing, and calculating every step. And at this moment, his lips look like tied together, very closely tied. And he's smiling pretty much rarely, almost doesn't smile at all. He had dark hair, probably shortly cut it, or maybe just they brushed backwards hair. So also I see the things that he probably could have, when he shaved his face. He probably did it a little bit not accurately. Maybe he had some small injuries, small cuts on his face from the razor sharp. But usually he wear this 3 day long beard. A very casual, typical person, which has some uh, army experience. So yeah, probably he served in the army, in the military. Um, so and dress regarding to his clothing, I see it's also pretty much simple. So it's like I see t-shirt and the jeans mostly with some dark shoes, but looked very neat, very accurate. So at least the clothing didn't look sloppy. Um, Maybe just like like a military has this very accuracy in a dressing style. Um, well, that's pretty much it. I was speaking about his height. He was, I would say, he was over a bit more over than medium. So not quite tall, but not short, not medium. A little bit over than medium, but not too much tall. That's what I'm gaining from this layout. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Write your comments, your ideas. Subscribe please to my channel, hit likes, post that notification bell. I really need your support. I really, guys, yeah, I really want to reach at least 1K subscribers like ASAP, as soon as possible, because that is my goal, that's my dream. So please guys, help me to reach at least 1K subscribers. I will be very, very thankful for you. And of course, as a bonus, because I wrote a post about would you like to see some videos regarding not to true crime, but with some love stuff, relationship and all, and I just saw only one like. So let me also know in the comments, would you like to see such a videos? Because I'm planning to couple of those videos drop on the channel as well for you as a bonus, as a, yeah, in a funfair factor as a bonus, just and it will be of course my present for you guys, just so you can see that I not only can read those true crimes, but my other this talent perspective in reading cards. So okay, that's it. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for watching. See you guys very soon in the next videos. Take care, stay cool, and bye bye.